Hello and welcome to another episode of the Points of Articulation. My name's Dave, and today we're looking at the Z95 Head Hunter, which is a Star Wars titanium diecast ship. And this bad boy was never seen in a film. I guess modified versions were seen in the Clone Wars cartoon. It looked a lot different than this, but the same basic shape was there. Now this is the precursor to the X-Wing that everybody knows and loves. So it has a nice mold, the paint is cool, so let's get right to it. Now just looking at the Z95 Head Hunter, you can see it bears a striking resemblance to the Incom X-Wing. However, it does not have 4 wings, instead it's just this one wing that extends through the whole ship, with 4 engines, and only 2 lasers this time. Now the back looks similar to an X-Wing. We have our 4 engines, like I mentioned, and they're detailed very nice. We have this section here, also detailed. We have some line work here. And now we'll go up to the cockpit. No astromech droid, but some nice molded lines here and panel work all the way down the wings. Real good. The front of the engines are done nicely. And then we have missile pods down here, or ion cannons, whatever data you want to go by. We have our laser cannons. And the cockpit is translucent plastic, but it opens up. You can see a chair, so that's neat. And that's molded pretty well. Has some beams in there. And then the paneling continues down the nose cone. For the underneath, we have our rivets instead of screws, our peg port, and also landing gear. And it comes out, looks pretty cool. And we have our copyright crab, and the line work and molding continues. And it's really cool. And that basically does it for the mold. So let's look at the paint. For the paint job, the whole ship is basically white. And what they did was they covered it with this tannish, orangish wash. And that gives it this nice rustic look, I guess if you want to call it that. And down here you can see what I mean. Here is white. And all over here is basically that wash. Which works well. It fills in all the cracks and brings out the detail where it needs to be. Now besides the white, we have a nice bright red. And it's really vibrant right here on the side of the nose cone. Right in the front, on the engines, on the back. And even underneath. We have the engines, these missile pods. And also on the wing here. Besides the red, we have a nice yellow on the tip, cockpit, the engines, and the back of the engine. And also the back of the missile pods are yellow. And the bottom of the nose cone. On the back we have black with a gray wash, almost like a silver, for the engines. And they look sharp. You can see it's the bright silver for the interior of the engines. Then you turn it like this and it's nice black. And that does it for the paint. There's not much to it, but it looks great, and I really like this ship. When measuring the Z95 Head Hunter, she measures a quarter under 3 inches. So it's a nice sized ship. And just like all titaniums, it comes with a nice stand. Put the peg in the port, and you're good to go. For comparison, I figured let's go all out. We have our Head Hunter, the Incom X-Wing. We have the X-Wing from The Force Awakens. Back here we have the Arc 170, which was an awesome fighter. And then over here we have the little Micro Machine Z95 Head Hunter from the Special Collection. And this thing's pretty cool. Oops. And these guys go great together. You can see where the evolution happened. And that does it for my review of the Star Wars Titanium diecast ship, the Z95 Head Hunter. Now this ship stands out when you compare it to other ships, as we saw with the X-Wings. It looks similar, but yet it's a totally different mold. And for that, I love this thing. The paint is good, the details all there. So if you're a fan, I'd strongly recommend it if you could find one. That's all I have to say about that. I hope you enjoyed my review, and I'll see you next time. Bye.